Hello and welcome to the Spookins channel, a place for us to speak about all things horror. We are back on the Traitors today, episode 5, coming off a good one where we had a few personality changes. We had an elimination and we had a mystery murder. I know you're all back waiting, edge of your seat, trying to find out who got murdered. And we won't wait around, I guess.
Yeah. So the options, I guess the three, normally they do it in three, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
It was Sienna, Edward, and Frankenhooker.
It was indeed. And Tiffany Valentine, leading the charge for the Traitors, ended up deciding on Frankenhooker. Yeah, we took the easy way out.
We did.
Tiffany just decided it's probably best. Frankenhooker very unlikely to put herself in any kind of suspicious position. So yeah, just get rid of her. So unfortunately, she leaves the castle without a date.
Very sad. Very sad for Frankenhooker. I think as well, she wants to keep an eye on Edward and Sienna because they are a pair, a strong pair, but for now it's not the time.
Both of them speak enough that there is a chance they would drop themselves in it.
Yeah, they could speak themselves into suspicion. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
easily.
So yeah, let's get on with the game. Breakfast.
Yeah.
Eagerly awaiting to see who turns up and who doesn't at the table here. We come down to 3 people missing.
Yeah.
Edward.
Yeah.
Sienna.
Yeah.
Frankenhooker. Knock on the door. Yeah, we love that. It's Edward, Sienna, and Victoria.
Oh my god.
Back from the cursed realm. Victoria has returned, so ignite chaos once again.
Yes.
In the walls of the castle.
My question to you is she still a traitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still a traitor.
She's still a traitor. We've got 4 traitors in the game.
Exciting.
Very exciting. So the team now obviously know Frankenhooker's gone.
Yeah.
Any big stats?
I think everyone is a little bit sad.
Yeah.
To see her go. I don't think anyone's pulling like a Linda Pryor for Frankenhooker. But I think they're all just a little bit sad to see her go because she was likable enough. She was smart in some ways. Well,
yeah,
I think she made a man. Heiter would have respected that. I think everyone's just a little bit sad.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Everyone's like, I don't know why the traitors would do this. I hate the traitors. Like this is when they started that moment when they would take it really personally as if they're not all playing a game. And this is at the point where everyone's like, oh yeah, I hate the traitors.
They do. Another knock. Again. Bella Winkleman enters. This time we are getting some improv, guys. So take hold of your horses or whatever that saying is.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
She approaches the fireplace.
Yeah.
Reaches up for Frankenhooker's picture, brings it down, turns it to face. Says, oh, everyone, you lost a good one here. Lost a very good one. She came for some money. Came for a date. But she leaves only with a date with death. Bum, bum, bum. Drops the portrait onto the floor and it shatters.
Wow. Everyone's very sad about that.
We've lost a great player, she says. And then she gives her a little hint. The hint for this game is she says, I hope you were paying attention on day 1 when you were nice and playing games. Because You're going to be playing a game.
Go on, Bella.
I hope you bring your aim.
Ooh.
A little rhyming thing going on right there.
They
So
won
there
when
we
they
go.
were all nice and playing games. I even think it was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, because Shaggy 1-on-1 everyone.
He did.
1v1 everyone.
Yeah, lost
Yeah,
to everyone.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Alright.
How the players feeling about having Victoria back in the game?
No kind of way, I think, really. I think Pinhead probably happy, Abigail probably happy, but I don't think she had enough time to really show her chaotic nature yet. So I think they're only going off reputation alone. Mm-hmm. So it really depends on how much they know about her.
How much has Sienna told them?
Yeah, true.
No, we're going. This is, what did we decide? We decided this is Terrifier 2 Sienna and Terrifier 3 Victoria.
Yeah.
So Sienna doesn't know
the extent of the chaotic. So yeah, I don't think anyone feels. I think Sienna is not happy to see her, and therefore
she doesn't necessarily know that she's possessed or whatever.
True.
She could just be another victim of Art the Clown.
I don't think she can hide it though. I think she knows that she's not right.
Yeah, no.
So I think she's not too happy, which means Edward and Carrie aren't happy. Mm-hmm. And Lady Raven potentially because she wants to be friends with them. Other than that, I don't think anyone else really cares. Mm-hmm. They don't really know who she is or what she does. Today.
Lovely. We'll go straight to mission.
Okay, lovely.
The contestants is back to UK Traitors season 1. The contestants must complete a hike along the way, picking up pieces of a giant catapult.
Oh, I remember this one.
So it's a long hike. The pieces are heavy, and they have to make it to the top of a hill, and then they build a catapult, and then they each have to fire a cannonball at a target in the distance. Okay. And if they land it in the target, they win. Okay. Or there's only one shot, one golden cannonball. They choose who fires it.
Right.
And if it lands, they get all the money, which is 10,000.
Okay.
Along the route, there are 5 shield cannonballs, and whoever brings them along gets to fire the cannonball at the target. The closest to the bullseye gets a shield. So there's one shield on offer.
Right, and everyone will know who has it.
Yes.
If they get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So there we go. How good are we? We're kind of back on the physical thing, which is fine for the group mainly. Everyone is capable of the hike. We've got probably enough people with the upper body strength to carry these pieces. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Edward's fine. Yeah. Edward can probably carry one.
Edward's really strong.
You've got enough vampires.
Yeah.
Supernatural beings that there should be no problem with the carrying.
No.
So the hiking.
And as we discovered, Dr. Hyde is rich. So.
Yeah, Dr. Hyde is rich as well.
You can carry it.
Okay. Who wants them shield cannonballs?
Good question. I'm wondering if at this point the traitors try and go for the shield. Maybe they have a little discussion in the morning or whatever that they would try and go for shield this time.
Yep.
So who have we got? We've got Tiffany.
You've got Tiffany.
Barry.
You've got Hedwig.
Oh, Hedwig!
Hedwig.
Oh, God.
9-year-old child.
Right. Okay.
Hedwig.
Yeah.
In the game today. We've got Tiffany, Hedwig, Victoria,
and Sue.
And Elizabeth. Yeah.
Sorry. It changes. The personality changes.
Yeah. And Elizabeth. So those are our 4 traitors.
Okay.
Tiffany has grounds to go for this.
Yeah.
From the last game.
Yeah.
Santanico got it last time.
She said that
they would let her have it. And there were 4 other people in that group who heard the conversation and were agreeing with it.
Agreeable.
So I think Tiffany has a pretty clear shot at one. So I'm going to put Tiffany in.
Yeah. I think Hedwig is going to get this cast of personalities eliminated because he's 9.
Yeah.
I think he's like, I don't need one. I think he does. I think he does something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need one. So I think everyone by the end of this game is going to know that Hedwig, Barry, all of those characters are a traitor, I don't think he's going to outright say it.
No, he won't
but,
outright say it.
But I think he's going to allude to it enough.
Yeah, there's enough clever. Like, you didn't even need to be that clever,
No.
but there's enough clever people in here where they would be
Yeah.
like, okay, I get what you're hinting at,
Yeah.
9-year-old child.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he's not gonna want to go for it. No, I think yeah. Who else have we got? Elizabeth. I don't think she's that fast.
I don't think Elizabeth's that fast. I don't think she will feel like she needs it. Still fairly new to everything.
Yeah. And then we've got
Victoria.
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 I think Victoria does go for it for the same reason that the kind of more chaotic characters went for it last time.
Mm-hmm.
In that if she has it, no one else has it.
Yeah.
I think that she says that she wants it because she's just coming back and there's probably going to be suspicion on her.
Yeah, she'll say like, all of you.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, because this isn't for banishment.
No, it's murder.
This is for murder.
Mm-hmm.
But then would she think she's an easy target for murder?
Yeah, I think you can probably play it that you think the traitors will go for you because you've got no alliance.
Yes,
no bonds,
it doesn't lead anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll say Victoria has one.
Yeah. Okay.
So 3 more, and they don't all have to be picked up, but I don't know why they wouldn't be.
No,
which is
I think they would.
Just a long route. Who hasn't had them? Should we look at people who haven't had them?
That's normally how they do it, isn't it? It's like, who hasn't had a chance at one yet?
I reckon Pinhead?
Yeah, Pinhead.
Pinhead can have one.
I think he can go for one.
Who else hasn't had one? The Sienna, Edward, Lady Raven.
I think
haven't had
Sienna probably wants one because I think based on absolutely nothing, she's like, Victoria's a traitor and I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Which I think is true. I think Sienna is in danger.
Yeah.
And I think she goes for one as well. And like, although no one is sure on Victoria, they're kind of just like, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then do we give the other one to someone from the last little group? So the Ray, Roman, Mr. Reed, Hightower.
Yeah, maybe Riff Raff. I think Riff Raff hasn't had one yet.
Yeah, Riff Raff. Yeah. Cool. And there you go, Riff. So we get to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Who's going to take their one shot at 10,000?
Who do we think is going to be good at catapulting?
Who's got the best catapult aim ability?
I genuinely don't know.
Here? Okay, no, they can't use superpowers. Bella's watching. She's always at the mission.
And she's shielding.
Okay. I was going to say...
It's not going to be Carrie.
I was going to say, someone shoot it and then Carrie just...
No, Bella is then shielding so that Edward can't read everyone's mind.
I mean, Hedwig wants to, but no one is up for letting him.
Ray.
Yeah.
I think Ray would want to do it. I think he'd be like, I can do that.
Ray, I think, would Hightower want to?
No. I think Ray.
Okay, we'll give it to Ray.
And I think Ray does it. I think Ray does it.
Yeah? Just plain just does it.
There's no reason why he shouldn't.
No, that's fine.
He's a sporty guy. I don't really know anything about baseball, but maybe aim is important.
I mean, yeah, it is.
In that one movie, is it The Black Phone? They're like, oh, your arm is killer. And I feel like he would have good arms because his arm is probably, no, your arm's mint. Yeah, something like that. Your arm's mint or your arm's killer. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he would have great arms.
Okay.
So he could.
There you go. Ray Waller.
I also don't know how the catapult works. It's not a slingshot, is it?
Yeah, it's a big, well, not really, no. He would have to just aim it and then he like pulls a thing and it does it itself.
Okay. Oh, so just aiming. So I still think he's. I still think he is.
Yeah, I think he'll have the eye for distances. And, so Ray Waller gets the shot, wins the group 10k.
Yeah.
So they're buzzing for that. So he's got his little hero moment. Old Ray, well done, boy.
Excellent work, friend.
Of the 5, who has the best shot in getting closest to the bullseye? Tiffany, Victoria, Pinhead, Sienna, Ripper the Rat. And do we want to do some rolling or are we picking?
I think we should roll for this because I don't think anyone's got a significant advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got the die?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll roll for it. So there's 5 of them, isn't there?
There are.
And then we'll just do 1 to 5 and then if it's 6, we roll again.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. Here we go. I'm going to roll it down here so it doesn't make any noise for you. That's a 6, of course it is. Number 1, if we're going just the way in order I wrote them down in, It's Tiffany.
Nice.
Tiffany gets the shield.
I feel like, catapult is maybe a weapon that she would be good at using.
Yeah, I've got no issue with Tiffany getting it.
Murderer.
Yeah. Hey, cool. So
I think she gets the shield. Yeah.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Tiffany's got the shield. The group have 37,000 in the prize pot.
Wow.
As we move in to downtime after the game.
Yeah.
Anything of note happening?
So I think at this point, someone's probably going to mention the fact that the people that were keen for the shield probably will be a bit sus. I don't think that suspicion falls on Tiffany because she's kind of naturally and organically built herself getting one.
Lots
of people agreed that she would have the next
Helsing and
one.
Roman and Reed and stuff would be like, no, like we did.
We all agreed.
Kind of,
Santanico was keen for it last time, which in itself is suspicious.
Yeah.
And Tiffany conceded and said she would have it the next time.
So
I think maybe Santanico again is in trouble here because they haven't forgotten.
Yeah.
That she was so keen for the shield. I think Riff Raff might be in trouble because he went for the shield and he's been very quiet.
Yeah.
Hasn't said anything. Again, I think this works in Tiffany's favour in that she's probably speaking and said quite a bit. I don't think Riff Raff has done that. I think he's just listening to other people's conversations rather than contributing to them. I don't think he's giving an opinion at all, whereas I think Tiffany is giving opinions. Who else do we have that have the shield?
Who has the shield?
Sienna.
Victoria, Sienna and Pinhead.
I think Sienna is absolutely certain that Victoria is a traitor, just pure vibe.
And she's throwing that around all over the place.
She's
just saying like there's no way this woman is not. And if she's not, do we want her in
Do we care?
Yeah, do we want her to be a faithful?
Do we want her in the game?
Yeah. And I think that's a fairly reasonable argument.
Yeah, that is fair.
But the overall sentiment is we're getting rid of Hedwig tonight, right?
Yeah, because he.
So we know what we're doing tonight, but speaking about the future.
Up further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think at this point, Hedwig's out because he's basically told everyone he's a traitor.
Yeah.
And I think that potentially Tiffany tries to have a conversation with him, like, don't ruin this for the rest of us. Like, can you please just say nothing else? You've already lost it for yourself. But can you please not say anything to ruin it for the rest of us? So I think going forward, they're going to be suspicious of Santanico. I think they're going to be suspicious. I think Victoria and Sienna might equally have suspicion on them because Sienna is so adamant it's Victoria. And sometimes that works against people where they think, oh, you're trying to deflect. Is that you went for the shield as well. So are you trying to deflect and say, oh, it's Victoria because, oh, she's obviously evil. Whereas it would be one of those cases where it's like, oh, wouldn't it be so perfect that Sienna, who's so moral and good, wouldn't it be so perfect if she was a traitor? Yeah,
I think you get that standoff where it probably ends up where Sienna's like, right, we get rid of her. If she's a faithful, then just get rid of me next. I deal with
that consequence.
Yeah, then get rid of me next. But I'm so sure. We need to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, for this one.
Yeah.
I think we know where this round table's going.
It's a short episode, everyone.
I think it is going to be a very short episode. We'll make up for the hour-long ones.
There we go. Nice.
So where do we think Elizabeth is fitting in?
I think she maybe joins the Tiffany Santanico partnership in just being this like strong female presence who are trying to like sort of dominate the TV time almost, like trying to take all that.
Absolutely. I think she's still got her relationship with Shaggy, or her bond. I'm not trying to say
with
that
Shaggy and with
are in a relationship. I think she is still chilling with them because Elizabeth desperately wants to be like reliving her youth. And I don't think she's going to forget that. I think she's going to want to be friends with Shaggy and Lady Raven. But then I think she also does fall in them with Santanico and Tiffany.
Yeah, I think they are both like older women in the sense that they're not Lady Raven and Sienna's age.
Yeah.
But are both very youthful.
Yeah, and I think they'll be good for Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Just personally, because I think they'll be like, you know what, you don't have to be 21 to be a bad bee.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think they will. They'll show her the way.
Yeah, they will.
We could be getting a real different Elizabeth
I
Sparkle.
think we could be getting a different Elizabeth Sparkle. But then also, is that going to cause trouble for Sue? Because they were like, oh, you don't have to be like a young thing to be a bad bee. And then Sue will come in and they might dislike her because Sue does not like older women.
No.
Sue has a lot of internalized misogyny within her.
Everyone's forgotten about Sue probably at this point.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we quite like her.
Yeah, I think that they are going to have conflict further down the line because they all like Elizabeth, but they don't like Sue.
Yeah.
So I think Elizabeth could be in trouble because of Sue.
Yeah, I will throw out just at this point as well. I didn't include any mechanic in this where like Elizabeth or Sue can ignore the rules for the activator and the substance. Just because I feel like Sue would always just choose to ignore it, and you would just have Sue through the whole game.
Yeah.
So maybe just for this season, maybe if they pop up in the later season, we can think about it. But for this season, we've got a lot of interchanging characters and things already. So yeah, they're just going to swap every 3.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. There's no debate as to whether they ignore it.
Well, I think you can easily explain that by saying the production team makes them swap.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, they say you're out. You either swap or you're out.
Yeah. Like. So I think that is fair.
Yeah. Round table.
I think
everyone voting Hedwig.
I think everyone is voting Hedwig, to be honest.
Even Sienna.
Yeah, because I think Sienna doesn't want to stand out for not voting.
Yeah.
For Hedwig.
Okay.
I think they all. It's an easy one. No one. If anyone doesn't vote for Hedwig, that is suspicious.
Yeah.
The only person I can think of that might not is Abigail. It's just chaos, but I think it doesn't cause enough chaos.
I think even Victoria on this occasion is like, you know what, the chaos demon.
He told us.
Victoria.
He actually told us that he was a traitor.
So he's gone. I think
he's gone.
Everyone votes for Hedwig.
Yeah.
There's the bigger question this time, then I guess, is what are Hedwig's leaving sentiments? Does he drop them in it?
I don't know. I think he doesn't say anything.
He's gonna want to say something like sneaky, isn't he?
He is like staring directly at the traitors as he leaves. I think he's like, what was his name? I can't remember. In the first season of UK One, I won't spoil it in case you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? The guy who leaves a parting gift and puts another traitor in it.
Yeah.
I think maybe something like that, but I think he's like 9, so he can't do anything.
I don't know that he's going to be able to do it subtly. No. Is the thing. So it's either straight calling someone out, like not straight calling them out, being like, it's this person.
Yeah.
But I think it would come across almost as clearly as that.
Yeah. I think like he would say something like, their name rhymes with Tiffany Valentine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think he says something. It's just who does he dob in? And I do have a feeling it could be Tiffany.
I think it's probably
because she spoke to him earlier and specifically
she's the one who's trying to
was like, please
calm him down.
Do not drop us in it. And I think maybe he does it out of spite. Maybe he drops Victoria in it. Like he's like, you're voting for me, even though Victoria is very clearly a traitor. Like,
yeah. Or he just says like, I always knew mummies were bad. Just like a shot.
Yeah,
like...
he sends a shot out, and I think it looks bad for all of them because maybe he makes a comment that's vague enough that they can narrow it down then to a woman, and the rest of them are women.
I think that's
good.
Yeah.
Or like maybe he says something like, now there's no boys, or like something like that.
Yeah, I think that's nice. I think that would be good if he does say something like that. Okay.
Because he's got to say something.
He definitely says something.
But I don't think he specifically drops anyone in it. I think he narrows it down that there are no boys now in the traitors. And then everyone's going to kind of be like, is that Right?
Is it true?
Yeah, is that true?
Okay. So there you go. It's a big
Yeah.
bombshell drop
Bombshell.
in the Traitors' house.
Yeah.
Does everyone believe it?
I don't know.
A lot of them maybe.
Maybe because he's got no reason to lie.
That's the thing, because he's going to say here as well that he's a traitor.
Yeah.
So they're now like, oh, okay. When you were saying stuff earlier about, oh, you didn't need a shield and all this, you weren't lying.
Yeah. So when
like,
you're saying,
are you as a 9-year-old boy smart enough to now lie?
Yeah. Like, what would be the purpose in lying? So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think people do believe it, but then obviously you've got the traitors are going to have to scramble to turn that around.
It. Yeah, you've got all of the women in the castle are now like,
oh my god.
Yeah. And you got like Sienna and Lady Ray. You got maybe Edward's looking at his group now differently. It's just him and 3 women.
Yeah. Is that why he's still here?
Yeah.
It's another favourite phrase. Am I still here because I'm friends with the traitors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. And I think maybe like the women are going to have to try and deflect it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they do it because it's so obviously the truth.
Mm-hmm. They've just got to find the right women now.
Yeah.
Or recruit some men.
Yeah.
To try and get themselves out of a hole.
Yeah. But then, if they recruit men, they're not likely to be looking at them. So do you recruit more women? But then I don't
try and be like, oh, all the women must be gone now, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how the women are going to do it, but
does he say that? Is that too long?
Well, what I was imagining was not that he says it's all girls or it's all boys.
Yeah.
But he just says something about like
something that suggests
there are female traitors.
Women. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I hate girls or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what he parts with.
There you go.
Because then, I think suggesting the presence is fine. Yeah. So I think he says, "Oh, I hate playing with girls" or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I think they can twist it around and be like, "Oh, well, he just said he hates playing with girls. It doesn't mean they're all women."
Yeah.
What men was he friends with? Mm-hmm. Because they could be traitors too, as well as some women.
Yeah, he could have just like playing with the men because they were nice or whatever. Yeah.
But I mean, so I think there is still a lot of suspicion on the women there.
Yeah, but it's not.
It is possible to turn the tide there, whereas the other way is not possible.
Okay. So there we go. Hedwig's parting gift, suggesting the presence of female traitors.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes. And we'll head up to the turret.
Yeah.
For our murder. Let's again bring it down to 3 possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. So firstly, I think they're absolutely scrambling because of what Hedwig said.
Yes.
They're like, we have to turn this around to suggest it's not all women, but that there are men here too.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Do they then murder a woman?
Yeah, if you murder a woman, there's one less woman to get voted off, to get banished in your place. If you think that the group are gonna start following that and banishing women, but
I don't think that comes back on Tiffany particularly because she's all about girl power.
Yeah, I think she can't unless she goes for Santanico, and then I think it looks bad on her. Because that looks like she's panicked and gone, oh no, I need to get rid of women. I'll get rid of the closest one to me. Yeah,
I think Victoria, Sienna.
Victoria wants Sienna.
Victoria wants to kill Sienna.
Oh, no, Tiffany's got a shield. Okay, it could be Sienna.
So I think Sienna might be gone because they wanted to separate Edward and Sienna.
It works for many reasons. So this, pleases Victoria. It
separates that group.
It drops Victoria in it though.
That is true.
Sienna's like going at her, and then just gets murdered.
That is true. That is true. Do they go for Edward?
Victoria, I don't think cares.
I don't think Victoria cares. I think Victoria just wants her on, but they might, So that's Tiffany, Elizabeth, and
so do they Victoria. Just take an easy shot and go for like Harry in the hopes it maybe puts a little wedge in that group, rather than actually trying to destroy the group flat out.
I think, like you're saying, Edward is now looking around at his group thinking, am I still here because I'm friends with the traitors? So do they then actually say, Victoria, no, don't break that group up just yet.
Yeah.
Let it go on long enough so that Edward starts questioning that group.
Yeah.
And then we can split them up.
They go for one of these random women left then, either Abigail or Elizabeth.
Victoria, Elizabeth is a traitor.
She is, yeah. Yeah, Abigail.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Abigail. I think it's more likely to be Pinhead than Abigail.
We're back on the men then. Let's get rid of the man.
Yeah, I think they like Abigail. I think she's just a little girl, just quite chaotic.
I think they would want to leave the women in after that because I think they want people to banish women.
And also thinking about that, Hedwig saying, "I don't like playing with girls." Abigail is the only little girl. It suggests Abigail. Yeah. So they leave. I think they leave her in to get banished later on. So I think they're gonna try and play that line. They're gonna try and push that he was talking about Abigail because he's like girls and who's the only other child is Abigail. I think they're gonna leave Edward, Sienna, and Carrie alone for a little while so that Edward can be suspicious of Sienna and Carrie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it leaves someone quite random.
I think in the danger here then Van Helsing.
I was thinking Van Helsing.
I think Van Helsing is in trouble.
Yeah.
I think Traitors and Mr. Reed could be in trouble.
I think Mr. Reed is not in trouble here. Mr. Reed is banishable.
Yeah, as long as they just need him to.
He's been quiet.
Yeah.
So what I think they are thinking here is Van Helsing has been the one holding him back. Like, do you remember when he went to speak? Van Helsing was like,
Van Helsing's kind of
reined him in
a little bit.
So I think Pinhead's in danger. I think that Van Helsing is in danger because he's the one holding back Reed from getting himself banished.
Yeah.
And then I think.
What do we think about Ray?
I think Ray is definitely a fake one. Everyone knows it.
Yeah. He's good at the.
But he's good at the challenges. Whereas I don't think Van Helsing is. He's not really contributing anything currently. So Pinhead, Van Helsing, I think Ray is safe for now because he's good at challenges and they recognise that. So then I guess that just leaves. Oh, he's.
Right, Riff Raff.
Riff Raff. We've got Shaggy. Although he's part of that group.
Elizabeth won't want to get rid of Shaggy.
No, she won't.
I think
Makes her feel
I think Riff Raff then is a potential.
Yeah. Also, not really said anything.
No.
But I think they would want to keep Riff Raff because he went for the shield and he's not said much. Quite traitor behaviour. So yeah, maybe it's Fighter, Van Helsing, and Pinhead. Yeah. Well, I think it's between the three of them.
Okay, there you go. There's your three.
There's your three. One in three. Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, find out next time. A nice shorter episode, I think. This one.
Yeah, the last one was very long.
Very long one on the last one. So here we go. We've got a nice quick one.
Yeah, thank you, Hedwig, for revealing that you were a traitor.
And thank you all for being here, being present with us. It's a joy to have you on our channel. Please come back. Please like. Please subscribe. Comment down below anything you want to comment. We'll try and why not?
Yeah,
we'll try and get back to you. One of us will comment in return. But until next time. Happy
Sunday.
Bye.
Hurrah.